Good afternoon, a very warm welcome to TV Newsfeed TV47. My name is Grace Josephine, and we have a lot lined up for you. A day also when the IEBC commissioners are also undergoing interviews so that we can get to fill in the positions of 4 commissioners who resigned. We have a line that lined up for you, but first, just a few months to the 2022 elections, coast-based political parties gearing towards forming a coalition which will facilitate people from the region to benefit from the existing resources. The party officials claimed for many years the coast region has been used by other parties for their own benefits. They declined claims by some national leaders who have been branding the coast region as tribal when they unite. Now the leaders have so far engaged different leaders across the 6 coastal counties in popularizing the coalition.
Ni kwamba tunalenga kuunda coalition moja ya nguvu ambayo itasukuma gurudumu hili la kisiasa hasa 2022, na malengo pia ya kuunda serikali na kuleta mabadiliko kwa wengi. Na pia tunaomba wengi vyama vingine ambavyo haviko hapa, milango bado iko wazi ya kuweza kushiriki katika mazungumzo haya, maana malengo tunahitaji wote tuje pamoja tuzungumze kwa nia moja. Tuko na furaha kubwa sana kuwakaribisha ndugu zetu wa Communist Party of Kenya katika muungano huu na katika mazungumzo haya yetu kwa pamoja.
And also to tell the Kenyan people that we are looking for an alternative leadership. An alternative to the current status quo. An alternative of the status quo of political parties that are advancing only their plight based on money and no ideas. Today's declaration has been, we are fighting not just about land injustices, lakini kutoa usquatter hapa coast.
Wakichagua spokesman kwenye msitu wanaitwa wao ni kundi fulani, lakini sisi huku pwani tukikutana tukitafuta spokesman itaitwa majina yoyote. Alafu pia viongozi wengine wale tunawafikiria viongozi wa kitaifa wakisema pwani ikiwa na mjumuiko wao itakuwa inaleta security Kenya mzima.
Now, still on the coastal region, a French-owned MV Spirit of Dubai is the second vessel to dock at the Lamu port with transshipment cargo to Jeddah. Patronila Goren has been following this and now joins us live from Lamu. Patronila, what does this mean to Kenya?
In our training college. What happened during that time? That was the time where there was...
We have just witnessed the docking Spirit of Dubai that has just docked here a few minutes ago after the vessel has just docked here after leaving Mombasa, the port of Mombasa. The vessel MV Spirit of Dubai is expected to be loaded, and it's currently being loaded by 62 containers of agricultural products that are destined for Jeddah Islamic port in Saudi Arabia. The products arrived here last week on Friday, following vessel MV Amuan that had docked here with the products from Zanzibar. And currently, the products include seaweed and other goods that are expected to be transferred from here to the port of Jeddah in Saudi. Currently, I'm being joined by the General Manager of Operations at the Kenya Ports Authority to shed more light on what is happening here today. Good afternoon, sir. Kindly tell us your name and the operations that are going on here. What is the basis and what does this mean for the Port of Lamu?
Thank you very much, TV47. My name is Asudi Amani Mwesnago, the General Manager of Operations and Harbour Master, Kenya Ports Authority. Yeah, today we are witnessing a very major milestone at the Port of Lamu. We are receiving the vessel called MV Spirit of Dubai. This vessel is operated by CMA CGM shipping line. And the vessel came from Zanzibar, Mombasa, Lamu to Jeddah in Saudi Arabia. The vessel is carrying some seaweeds from Zanzibar, came to Mombasa, picked some exports which are going to Jeddah, and the exports are tea, we also have avocado, and for the first time also having cut flowers. So this is testimony that the port of Mombasa, of Lamu is now ready. It's a confirmation that we can receive any other vessel, as big as it may be, because this port has got all the resources, all the facilities, because the draft or the depth of the port is minus 17.5, meaning that it can receive any ship. The largest floating vessel can be worked at the port of Lamu. The vessel that we are seeing today, and the Spirit of Dubai, is a vessel that is connecting Zanzibar to the port of Lamu and to Jeddah in Saudi Arabia. This port, the advantages and benefits that as Kenyans, if you look at Kenya as a little state or a coastal state, we have only one commercial port, the port of Mombasa. Now this opens up a second commercial port, and for that matter, and hitherto not witnessed a second corridor, that is the Lapses corridor. So what are we saying? We can now access South Sudan because the road connecting South Sudan, you can go through Lokichogio and Nadapal and connect South Sudan. That's the corridor that is connecting with South Sudan. And then we can also access southern Ethiopia through Moyale. So you can imagine we are benefiting as a country because we have brought the services closer to the users in the northeastern region of Kenya. But we are also opening up hitherto the hinterland economies of South Sudan as well as Ethiopia. So this is a very good milestone and a major and important event.
Thank you very much, sir. And just to give a brief history is that the vessel is carrying 62 containers, that is equivalent to 103 TEUs. And later on, we will be bringing you more information.
Thank you, Petronila Goran. It seems the dream of making Lamu the port of choice for exports and imports and transmission hub is becoming indeed a reality. Now moving on the interviews to fill the 4 vacant commissioner positions, the IEBC has entered the third week today as the 7-member selection panel puts to task 3 shortlisted candidates. Professor Michael Nopo, a former commissioner at the Public Service Commissioner, appeared before the panel earlier this morning. His counterpart, lawyer Murshid Abdallah, is currently facing the panel. Abdallah, who has tried his luck in several commissions, including the National Police Service Commission, was put on the spotlight to explain his commission-hopping attitude. Let's head over to the KICC, where the interview is currently ongoing, and listen in.
His Excellency retired President Mwai Kibaki took over. We have had elections of transition where our current President, His Excellency Uhuru Kenyatta, came into office. We are headed to the next transition period. In between, there were general elections every 5 years or so. And I'm pointing out these ones because they marked distinct phases of transition in our republic.
Okay. Thank you for that, Murshid. In total, we've had 11 general elections.
Yes.
But I'm not counting the fresh election, the second one in 2017.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Murshid. I invite you at this time to make any remarks you may have to the panel.
Yes. Thank you, Madam. I don't have much to say, except that if I am given this opportunity, I'll be able to use my cumulative experience, knowledge, as well as training to bring value into the electoral body, and also through the electoral body and all those institutions around it, to inculcate a larger understanding and passion for democracy and democratization.
Actually, when the orders
so
came, January,
issues
enforced.
These are absolutely things that shouldn't be there under any normal, functional, democratic arrangement. You have elections as a fresh period of changing leaders and taking us to the next level. It should not be occasions where we are looking at it with a lot of fear in our hearts. So I will be able to serve and bring back that confidence and be able to work our way through and ensure that our country takes its position of greatness, because we are great despite all these problems that we have. Thank you, Madam.
Thank you so much, Murshid. And on behalf of the panel and the people of Kenya, we also want to thank you for applying once again to serve this nation in the role of IBC Commissioner.
Yes.
We wish you well. And I'll request a member of the Secretariat now to escort you. Please ensure you carry all your documents, the original documents. And we wish you a very good afternoon.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Do have a nice time too.
Okay, so we'll take a break now until 2 o'clock. Thanks.
That is a story that we will definitely be following up for you in our subsequent bulletins. Now we take a rather short breather. Don't be too far away. We'll be right back.
Why crocodile inaweza tokea juu. Hiyo sijakula hata unataka nikufe kabla ni. I don't like it. I don't. Miss Kai na hipo ikitokelezea ivuruche simu yangu. No, ni sawa. Those who know me will tell you I'm not a lover of large volumes of water. But for you, we roam the different parts of the country and beyond just to make sure that we bring you the experience. We educate you, we entertain you, and we inform you.
That it's not political and it can do something.
As we sail the boat of Morning Cafe to enlighten you, entertain you, and inform you every Monday to Friday, only on TV 47.
Woo. Construction can be quite a task, but how do you move from finding your piece of land, sourcing the right materials, getting the right labor force to put up your building? Or better yet, how do you source for a building that's already built?
Just a small size of land can suit just a big maisonette because you are going high.
How do you ensure you get the right finishes to bring out the aesthetic value of your property and make it not only look good, but also feel good?
The buyers in this area are the buyers who are able to pay cash.
Well, we have it right here on The Realtor on TV 47, where we demystify building right here in Kenya and analyze the property industry for you to take advantage when acquiring your next piece of property.
Every February, we hear men joking about going to a men's conference on Valentine's Day. We laugh about it, the lucky ones end up having a decent Valentine's Day, and we move on. But what we do not know is that men actually do meet up. Men do sit down and have conversations about things that affect their day-to-day life.
Let me ask, does money make the man?
Give them the gifts, shower them with everything you want to shower them with, but keep your money to yourself.
I, for one, have always been curious as to what goes on in a man's mind, specifically an
A very warm welcome back. Thank you for keeping it TV47. Now, on matters health, clinical officers are currently addressing the media on a standoff on the NHIF. Let's cross over to that and listen in.
Na training zao kuweza kupeana huduma, na tumesema kwamba tumekuwepo kwa miaka mingi tangia mwaka wa 1928 tumeendelea kutoa huduma katika nchi yetu ya Kenya bila taswishi yoyote, na kwa hivyo ni kumaanisha kwamba hatuwezi ruhusu mtu yeyote kuja kutumia ile madaraka aliyonayo kwa ajili ya kuwanyanyasa wa Kenya na kuwanyanyasa wale ambaye ni maafisa tabibu kwa kuwanyima haki yao kupeana huduma na pia kuwanyima wa Kenya huduma ambayo inastahili.
So kwa mtasari mnasema by Thursday mtakuwa
Ndio nimesema kwamba kufikia Alhamisi ambayo inayokuja tutakuwa na maandamano kupeleka petition yetu katika headquarter ya NHF, na sisi kusema kwamba hatuhitaji kuongea kwa sababu mjadala huu umekuwepo tangia mwaka 2007 2017 na mpaka leo hii idara ambayo ni tume ya NHF imekataa kutimiza maagizo ya waziri, na sisi tumesema kwamba basi kwa namna hiyo wale ambao tunaumia, wale ambao tunajua mahali ambapo tunaumia, wale ambao tunajua kwamba tuna haki ya kisheria, lazima tutaenda pale tuweze kuwashinikisha kutekeleza yale ambayo yanahitajika kisheria.
So maandamano haya yanamaanisha kwamba mtakuwa mnasusia kazi ama mtakuwa kazini, labda kitaifa hospitali kama ngapi zinaathirika?
Moving on, that is a story we'll definitely keep an eye for you as it continues to unfold. Now, elsewhere, a group of farmers in Kirinyaga County is now reaping benefits from an economic empowerment program, which has seen them earn money from the manufacture of animal feeds and boost milk production. SEK, the Ita Men's Welfare Group in Kirinyaga Central Constituency, has been using equipment donated by the county government of Kirinyaga to make dairy feeds for their own livestock and sell to other farmers in the locality. The welfare group was provided with animal feeds, manufacturing plant and equipment after writing a proposal to the county government, which was accepted. Gilbert Mureithi, the host farmer, says that before they were given the machine, the members grappled with low milk production since the feeds bought from other commercial dealers had compromised quality, a challenge that made them aspire to manufacture their own feeds.
Tuitisha hii machine, tulikuwa tunanunua raw materials, tunajichangania na vinjiko ama na mikono, alafu tunapea ng'ombe. Sasa wakati naligi tulisikia imekunja, ndio tuliandika proposal tupewe hii machine, tuache kuchanganya chakula zetu na mikono. Sasa tuwe tunachanganya na machine. Sasa hii imetusaidia juu tumejua formula mingi za kutengeneza hii dairy meal.
2019 hii naligi ikaingia, na ndipo tuliona tuandike proposal, tukaandika proposal ya feed mixer, na ndipo tukafaindika na tukapatiwa hii feed mixer, na ndipo saa hii tunasaganya chakula ya ng'ombe ya dairy meal na inatufaidi sana. Tunasema ni asante kwa Naring kwa maana tumesaidika.
Asante sana kwa ngavana wetu Ani Waiguru kwa vile alitusaidia kupata hii murandi na hii machini, sababu hii machini wakati mwingi mbeleni tulikuwa tunaenda mpaka Nairobi kutafuta hii machini, tukaiona, lakini bei yake ilikuwa kali sana, hatungeweza kupata hii machini.
Elsewhere, Mokoro Kwaruben residents here in Nairobi want the newly constructed hospital in the area be equipped and to start its operations immediately. Religious leaders in the area congregated at the Mokoro Kwaruben Hospital to hold special prayers for the hospital and thanked President Uhuru Kenyatta for honoring his word of setting up a hospital in the area, noting that this will save lives.
Say
Hospitali ikiwa inaendelea itakuwa ni faida sana kwa wamama. Mara nyingi na wachungaji wataniunga mkono. Tunakuwa na washirika ambao ni wagonjwa na ile kitu ya tunaweza wasaidia nayo inakuwa ni maombi. Kwa sababu kitambo wafike Kenyatta ama Shalom ama mahali pengine, tunaweka ile inaitwa raw faith. Tunasema hautakufa, utaishi, kwa sababu hakuna alternative. Lakini hospitali imekuja karibu. Tunashukuru sana kwa sababu itafaidi wa mama, haitakuwa na changamoto wakati mama anataka kujifungua ama mtoto amekuwa mgonjwa. Itakuwa rahisi tu kukuja hapa na mguu. Hata mama, hakuna mtu anahitaji gari, tunatembea. Kwa hivyo tunaweka imani pamoja na dawa kwa sababu Mungu ameinua madawa.
The Ogiek community in Nakuru County now wants the government to consult the community before making decisions on renewable energy projects passing through their community land. Speaking during the launch of the Indigenous People and Renewable Energy Project in Kenya report, the director of Ogiek People Development Program, Daniel Kubei, said the community has not benefited from the launch of the projects in the area. Kubei noted that there is need to set up a framework to promote a human right-based approach for development of energy infrastructure on their lands and territories.
Hii report ya leo ama launch ya leo ilikuwa mambo ya renewable energy. Hapa pamoja tumefanya kwa sababu ya mambo ya indigenous people ama watu wa asili. Ili tuone kwa sababu mambo ya renewable energy inapatikana kwao. Na kwa sababu zinapatikana kwao, mara mingi hawapati ile results za hiyo energy. Napita kwao lakini hawapati hiyo energy. Sasa unapata kama Olkaria, wale watu wanaishi pale si ati wanapata hiyo. Ni kwamba inafanyika. So hii report itatusaidia ili tujue sasa tutafanya nini baada ya hii report. Watu waanze kufanya kama ni mambo ya biogas, mambo ya hata ile units ndogo, ile hydroelectric, ile ndogo ndogo zinaweza tumika yenye inaweza saidia.
On to some sport in action.